Hi Virgo, I'm Susan, I'm your intuitive, and this is your April 2025 reading. We are on the brink of Taurus season. This is being recorded on the last day of Aries season, so this is your in-between reading at this time. But again, for the rest of the month of April, there's a lot going on, and I look forward to getting into your reading. I was just going to say we're going to start with love, and here it's coming out, so let's talk about it. Five of Wands and Knight of Wands. All right. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot happening, and you might be feeling ungrounded, but also full of passion at this time. It's really important that you have direction for this passion in your love life, that you put it into your love life in a way that will be beneficial, because right now it seems like, you know, Venus has been across from you for a while, and it will finally go into your 8th house on the 30th. So literally the last day of the month, and this is this final stretch that we're going through. And Venus is love and money, which is what we're doing in this reading. Love first, money next. So this actually reminds me of something Ayurveda taught me. So I'm not an expert. I only know the things that I've taken with me. I don't normally disclose that to other people, but Virgos, I'm just telling you, look into it yourself. But it's also like absolute values. I don't remember if you remember that from math, but some of you will. So what happens sometimes when we're feeling fiery, so this could be you're feeling fiery and overly passionate. For some of you, it could be burnout. Mars has moved into Leo today, so we'll talk more about that as well, but that is what's showing up here. So you have all this passion, you have all this fire, or for some of you, you're feeling really ungrounded, but yet full of spirit and you don't know how to direct it. That has been a huge theme in your life. And everything moving into Aries is going to help you direct it. But right now, because we're in this middle ground, we're still, because Venus has gone direct, it still wants us to continue forward and finally wrap up some things. So what I would say to you, which is the Ayurvedic thing now I'll get to, is that sometimes water helps fire, helps it balance it out. So if you're feeling heat, then you eat things that are cooling, or you do things that are cooling. So doing, you know, long breathing, maybe doing more yin yoga. Those are just some things you can do. There's plenty of other things you can do. And so that could be beneficial, but for some of you, it'll be adding fire to fire. Sometimes in order to weirdly direct ourselves and focus all of this scattering energy, you might have to do something fiery and to move Mars energy. So from Cancer to Leo is literally night and day. So we have the moon. Mars was just in the moon sign. Now it's literally today, it's in the sun sign. And it wants us to move this energy that we've been trudging through, especially to do with mother, some people even father dynamics, because it is that access. So whatever is coming up in your love life and it's coming up and out of you, I think you're thankful because you've been kind of like going around and around, or trying to do or actively shift whatever's happening in your relationship, or if you're single, like trying to get into a relationship, right? When really you might just be addressing it wrong, or you might need to just sit with yourself. You may need to bring that energy together and focus on something that makes you excited before putting that all into someone else. I actually almost wore my human sweatshirt for you guys, because I think at this time you're going to feel all 3 placements more human than ever. Mars just shifted from Cancer. This is about your purpose. This is about fulfillment. This is about emotional fulfillment. This is about you following something. This might mean that you need water, that it's not adding fire to fire. That hasn't been helpful. You need more water. You need cooling. That's still yin. Cooling foods, perhaps. And if it's not like substance that you need, then you just need cooling energy. You can do whatever you want. You don't need to do anything. But Mars just was in your 11th house, community and good fortune. You may have felt like whatever dynamics you've been in your love life, that you've been giving out maybe some of your own good fortune. And now you've realized where that comes from, and you're pulling it back to yourself. So if you're in a dynamic, you may have to communicate this at some point. If you're not with, or if you're with someone, or they'll just flow with your shift because maybe they've been also waiting for you to shift as well. Either way, there will be some acknowledgement about it with Mars going into your 12th house. So that's for Virgo risings. So what this will do for you is be able to integrate, process. This is processing. This is you having processed something huge. You may not have gotten the words just yet, but if they're not here today and you're not really sure and clear today, then you will be by the 30th. Clear about this dynamic. There could have been mother wounds that came up that you had to address. Maybe you actually need to speak to your mother in some kind of way, maybe a letter just for you. Maybe you actually do speak with that person, or wherever this pattern or dynamic that came from, because it's been in the way of your purpose. It's been in the way of bringing passion to your purpose. Sorry, hold on one second. And this is going to bring you closer. Addressing this because you feel like you're in the mystery, that you want to do something, and you're in your relationship, you're the one moving through some shit right now. You're the one needing to shift your dynamics. And if you're single or you're dating, you're the one that is needing to, it all comes back to you right now. Anything you're experiencing is just whatever dynamics you have not yet healed. And they're being revealed to you now so that you can sit with them. Sit with the way this isn't directly about your relationship. This is about the way you are in relationship, what you carry in relationship, or what you haven't integrated yet. It's happening now, and it's being given a spotlight, but it's uncomfortable. It's not. I'm not saying that it's comfortable, but it will get better. Your femininity. For those of you who are wanting to lean into your femininity, this is for all three. This is what's helping you, addressing whatever is against it. That's also that looking at that opposition. Do the opposite of what you feel. That's the best thing. It's the best kind of advice I can give you right now from these cards. Do the opposite of what you feel. Do the Tao. Do that opposing force. If you can, once you get to that awareness, right, wherever part of the journey that you're on, especially in love, because that will really show you where you've been going outside of yourself, where you've been pushing, where you've been pulling back, right? Your femininity is imbalanced, and it's going to create balance through this time of bringing water to fire. Bring some water if you can. On that note, water wants to heal, it wants to shift. It does need to learn to filter, but you've gotten that covered. You can filter. You know how to filter. And if you don't, you're going to learn. You're definitely going to learn. So, or, if you want to learn. All right, I'm going to take this moment to say, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, all my information is below. My website link, scheduling link, payment options, that is all below. The Patreon link, where we get more in depth into this reading, more in depth into the astrology, into the chariot is Cancer. It rules the stomach, the breast, and the chest. The very vulnerable. This is a very vulnerable time for you. You can click on that Patreon link, and everything comes right to your email if you subscribe. So check that all out there. Ooh, opportunities. Money. We'll see. This is the money section, and already the Knight of Cups has flown out. For some of you, because there's intent in another direction, it's giving you a lot of relief from maybe the money area of your life, which will bring in more opportunity. For some of you, that's what this Knight of Cups is about, but I really want to get more information first. Okay. Yeah, the opportunity that is arriving is the opportunity to be yourself. And that's how your love life balances out here. This is about you ending wherever you're not yourself. And that is a very personal, that's a personal thing. Your ending pattern, a long-term pattern. Pluto in Aquarius has come into your life, into the 6th house of work and health. That is transforming your life, and it's aiding to how you're handling everything. You're given the opportunity to see yourself quite directly and quite clearly, and realizing how strong your subconscious is. It's possible that an Aquarius is also bringing you some information or helping you in some way where you're ending a long-term pattern of maybe trying to do it all your own. Maybe they're a mirror for you. Maybe they're giving you the opportunity to see it. If it's an opportunity to see yourself clearly, be more authentic, feel more into your intuition. This card says it sits across from Leo. So Mars is now across from that. It is in your 12th house. And it's exposing to you where you've worked and put in too much work in some areas, and too much work meaning overgiving. So we're doing a lot of philosophical things here. So about almost a year ago, I started to learn Kabbalah, and it's changed my life already. And like in so many ways, I can't even describe to you. Well, I could, but that's for a different time. So what I'm going to share with you is that if you overgive, and I've seen this in my life, I have Virgo placements, and this is also personal for me in a certain way. So if you get overgive in your life, it causes resentment in other people. You're actually taking free will from people to learn on their own, just because you don't want to be uncomfortable. You know, I talked about Libras with that, but this is also a Virgo trait, because you're already so uncomfortable. But you're only uncomfortable because you're too busy. And now you see that so clearly. Maybe it's workaholism. And like, hey, if you love to work, you love to work. But I don't think you love to work as much as you say, or much as people say, personally. I think that a Virgo likes to work if they have passion, if they can be themselves. You know, I think that's when you really enjoy the work. But is it validating something? This goes deeper. This is about your self-worth. Bottom of the deck. You might run into a huge test of another person, or some grand opportunity that you think is going to solve all your problems. You might run into a huge test before the abundance. And it's up to you to recognize it. The only way you can recognize it is if you strip down and you get really honest with yourself. I don't think you have a choice. I think this is all happening for you right now to experience wherever you're doing that in your life. And it's about filling your cup, and also recognizing how strong the subconscious is. Being given the opportunity to see this, reveal it to yourself. And I don't think you're going to be mad. That's the thing. Like, you might be upset, you might feel frustration for some of you, but those of you who really want to end this and really deeply desire, not just say it, but you deeply desire to make a shift in your life, you'll be given the opportunity. You just have to take it. You have to take it. I know you've been the villain before. Don't mind. You're going to be in someone's life. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay to take this opportunity and be very honest with yourself, and do the thing that you're good at most, and be honest with others. Do you know how much healing comes from your honesty in that moment, that perfect moment? Your connection, you're going to feel more grounded because of this. This is going to be the grounding that you need. I think this goes back and forth. I think you're going to experience, the shift, and then you're going to see it in work, and then you're going to see it in your love life, and then it's just going to be very clear to you that this opportunity could have been the biggest test, actually. This experience that you're having, even if you stay at the place that you're at, you're not doing it in all the control that you can be in control of, so that when the next opportunity arises for you to say yes to, you can, and you'll see it. That's the thing. So the Four of Cups, it didn't come out, but like, it's the guy looking at the three, and it's what I learned. It's the Ace of Cups, another version of it coming out of the sky, and he's just looking down because he hasn't learned, or he feels in doubt, and therefore he doesn't even see what's right, literally kind of in front of him, because it's coming from the side, because it's a, you know, two-dimensional card. So there's been a distraction. You've been distracting yourself, but it's all gonna be revealed to you, and you're gonna see it, hopefully. As always, it's been a pleasure. I know there's a lot of information. It's heavy, it's dense. Sit with it. We're gonna get into the next part. This is about processing a lot and your connection to safety, stability, your worth. It's all in the Venusian, your value with Venusian qualities. So check out the Patreon link if you'd like that. All information to work with me is below. And Virgo, we'll see you next time.